Hey guys, welcome to the channel and another video. Today I'm going to be watching The Patriot by Ronald Emmerich, starring Mel Gibson. As you guys already know, I consider Emmerich to be one of my favorite guilty pleasure directors, and I have watched quite a few films from him over the years, including Independence Day, the awful sequel, The Day After Tomorrow, White House Down, and 2012. And I have reviewed one of his films on the channel, Godzilla. Do check out the review when you have the time. It was quite entertaining. I still haven't watched Stargate or Universal Soldier though yet, so if those two films are worth reviewing on the channel, please let me know too. By the way, I recently watched Moonfall, his latest film, and holy crap, it was so good. The absurdity kept on leveling up every 5 minutes to a point where the Earth and Moon, they were right next to each other with no sense of gravity or anything, no tidal waves, no friction from air, no sense whatsoever. It was great. None of the dialogue made sense, and it's actually hard to believe somebody sunk $150 million onto that script. Holy crap, man. It's one of those movies that's so bad that I was thoroughly laughing out during the entire runtime. I had a blast. So if Emmerich's goal was to entertain me, he certainly succeeded. I genuinely believe that this will be a cult film in the future, like The Room, another film that was celebrated for being so bad. Oh, Moonfall. Guys, watch it. I mean, that being said, apparently Emmerich did make a couple of good films, or somewhat good films, including this one, which was nominated by my patrons. I do know a little about it since I have seen it running on TV over the years. I think Gibson plays a military man, and the film is set during the American Revolutionary War. And when one of his sons dies, I think he's played by Heath Ledger, he goes on a revenge mission against the British. One thing that has been pointed out to me several times is the fact that the story is completely fiction. Apart from the Revolutionary War backdrop, nothing is real. And knowing Emmerich's body of work, I expect him to sensationalize the story even further. I'm actually excited to get into this one, guys, and I'm watching the extended version, the extended cut, which is 2 hours and 55 minutes, including credits. So nothing is missed out. But before we get into it, to help support the channel, I have a Patreon page for full-length reviews and reactions to this movie and over 190 movies, 2 TV shows, early access, and weekly polls for what to watch next. You'll need your own copy to watch along. The link's in the description below. Please consider being a patron. Please subscribe to the channel. Click that bell icon for instant notifications. Do check out my other videos. Like if you liked this video, dislike it if you didn't. With all that being said, let's get started. The Patriot. Emmerich, Gibson, let's go. A Ronald Emmerich film.
I have long feared that my sins would return to visit me.
The Patriot. I'm guessing Mel Gibson's character is meant to be the Patriot. I'm actually enjoying the score already. The sweeping sounds. Ooh, Adam Baldwin! Music by John Williams. There you go. That's why the score is so excellent. John Williams is another legend of Hollywood. I'm also enjoying the cinematography too. That's not something I equate with Emmerich films. So that's interesting.
Thomas, wait for father.
Young Heath Ledger. Oh man, okay. That's not the first he made. And they're in South Carolina in 1776.
5 finger lengths. And it's right there.
And looks like they have young kids, which means she must have passed away recently.
It helps her to know mother's there.
Emmerich is setting up Gibson's character as a widower and a good father.
The New York and Pennsylvania assemblies are debating independence. It says here they'll make a Declaration of Independence by July.
The 4th, to be exact. I know that the story is completely fiction, but I wonder whether these characters were inspired by real people or not.
Peter Cuppen joined the Continentals. He's 17, a year younger than I.
Oh, okay. Heath Ledger's 18, so he wants to join up. but looks like Dad doesn't approve. Wow, what a shot. I love these sets. Honestly, putting Ronald Emmerich films aside, these sets are very beautiful.
They're huge. What have you been feeding them?
Well, they're from good stock. On their mother's side, of course.
Ah, the mother's sister. Okay.
Thomas!
Sorry.
You know who I am, Gabriel Martin. The last time you saw me, I was 11, and you put ink in my tea.
Oh, I believe that was one of my younger brothers, perhaps Samuel or Nathan.
It was you.
And we must do it now and send a message to King George.
He has nothing to say to that.
Massachusetts and Virginia may be at war, but South Carolina is not. Hear, hear.
Adam Baldwin.
But if you're asking me, am I willing to go to war with England? Well, then the answer is most definitely no.
I mean, yeah, he does believe in independence, but not at the cost of thousands of deaths.
There are alternatives to war.
The British advanced 3 times, and we killed over 700 of them at point-blank range, and still they took the ground. That is the measure of their resolve.
I have 7 children.
7 kids.
My wife is dead. Now, who's to care for them if I go to war? I will not fight. And because I will not fight, I will not cast a vote that will send others to fight in my stead.
He's electing not to fight, but something will go down and he will be forced to join, right?
28-12, the levy passed!
Looks like South Carolina is joining the war.
Father, I thought you were a man of principle.
When you have a family of your own, perhaps you'll understand.
When I have a family of my own, I won't hide behind them.
Ouch! Ooh, burn.
He's as imprudent as his father was at his age.
Regrettably so.
Even though they have opposite views, they have a healthy respect for each other since they fought together. Just because you disagree with somebody doesn't mean you can't be friends with them.
Here in the North, our campaign has been marked by defeat and privation. My good friend, Peter Cuppen, fell at Elizabethtown.
War at any stage in history is just horrible.
And though I fear death, each day in prayer I reaffirm my willingness, if necessary, to give my life in its service. What happened at Fort Wilderness?
The battle he's most known for?
Put it away.
He doesn't want to talk about it, obviously. Oh man, the score changed. Something's about to happen. Dead bodies flowing down the river, which means there's a battle going on nearby. The bodies are fresh. Oh man. It's approaching. They can actually hear the gunfire and the explosions.
Put those in the house.
Father, they might come
Thomas,
this way.
must I tell you again?
Is that Gabriel? Yeah, it is Gabriel. But looks like he's injured.
Father, I have to get these dispatches to Hillsborough.
You're in no position to ride.
I can't stay here. It's not safe.
They're here. They're already here. That's the old way of battle, when 2 armies just face each other and just fire. Oh. It's the following morning. Oh. That's a lot of them.
Thank you for the care of His Majesty's soldiers.
I'm laughing because they couldn't look more sinister. They already look like the bad guys, man.
Fire the house and barns.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
Let it be known, if you harbor the enemy, you will lose your head. Who carried this?
I did, sir.
Oh no, that's a death sentence.
Take this one to Camden. Here's a spy. Hang him, put his body on display.
By the rules of war.
Rules of war. Would you like a lesson, sir, in the rules of war?
What of the rebel wounded?
Kill them.
Okay, that dude is clearly a sociopath, a crazy person.
Do something!
Be quiet.
If you do anything, they'll all just be executed just like that. Oh, no, no, no. I thought Heath Ledger's character dies. I mean, if that doesn't motivate him to join the war against the British, I don't know what will. Gibson can act. Like, I know he's a controversial figure to some, but that dude can act. Oh man, the toy soldiers.
All of you stay here. I want you to hide in the fields with William and Susan. If we're not back by sunset, I want you to take them to your Aunt Charlotte's. Is that clear?
What's the plan, dude?
I want you two to start with the officers and work your way down.
Yes, Father.
Yes, Father.
Good.
That is quite an emotional scene. These boys are about to literally turn into men. It is a rescue mission, not just revenge. And he's using guerrilla tactics. Proper ambush. And shooting the officers first is probably a good idea because they'll have no sense of command. Yep. I like the fact that there's no music used in this scene, it just increases the tension. Oh man, he's going in. Yeah, I don't think the boys have ever seen their father in a situation like this, going all savage. That's crazy. Look at Gabriel, even he's surprised. But I don't blame the man, like, he just saw his son get killed probably less than an hour ago. So far the cinematography has been great, the music has been excellent, the production values very, very well done. You're hearing bells in the background. Oh, okay, the British camp. And that one-dimensional, non-redeemable character.
How many were there? Were they militia? Were they regulars?
Everyone.
One man. Who's this?
Sir, this is Captain Wilkins.
Adam Baldwin is joining the British.
Why should I trust a man who betrays neighbors?
Well, those neighbors of mine who stand against England deserve to die a traitor's death.
We'll see.
Even though he's joining up with them, they still don't treat him with respect.
You did what you had to. There was no wrong in it.
I'm glad I killed
Oh no, that's not right. Just because it was necessary doesn't mean it was a good thing.
Samuel. We'll go to St. Helena. That's a freed slave island just north of Charlestown.
I'm joining up with them.
Again?
I'm a soldier, it's my duty.
Your duty is to your family.
Goodbye, Father.
Yeah, Gabe is not going to listen.
Gabriel!
Nathan, I want you to take care of your brothers and sisters and your Aunt Charlotte. I'm dependent on you. Susan? Goodbye.
She's still not talking. Yeah, this is a horrible way to do battle when armies just face off. Yeah, the scale of the production is very, very impressive. Dude, this is horrifying. Unless they're told to fire, they just have to keep marching?
Gates is a damn fool.
Yeah, the Redcoats are way more disciplined.
We're a breath away from losing this war, Benjamin.
Might I request, sir, that you transfer my son here under my command?
Sir, no, that's done.
Very well, Corporal. You take Harrisville, Pembroke, Wakefield. I'll start on the north side of the Santee. We'll meet at Old Spanish Mission in Black Swan.
Yes, sir.
Ledger and Gibson, they have such good on-screen chemistry.
You have children? French.
Was that necessary, Benjamin? That was funny, though.
Surrendering troops will be given quarter. These brutal tactics must stop.
Interesting. I didn't think he'd be reprimanded.
These colonials are our brethren. And when this conflict is over, we will re-establish commerce with them.
There you go. Some rationality out of Cornwallis. I mean, yeah, after the war is over, from the British perspective, they still have to work together, right? I think that was a very important scene. Hey, it's that girl again.
The South Carolina militia is being called up. I'm here to enlist every man willing.
Half the men in this church, including you, Father, and you, Reverend, are as ardent patriots as I.
Clearly falling in love.
May I have permission to write to Anne? Hey?
You have permission to write me.
Write her.
Reverend?
Even the Reverend's joining up.
The shepherd must tend his flock, and at times fight off the wolves.
You sure this is the right place to recruit for a militia?
God save King George!
That was brilliant. That was awesome. And what a way to recruit men.
I think we came to the right place.
That you did, Benjamin. Oh man. Samuel's toy soldiers, he's melting them into what, bullets?
These men, they're not the sort we need.
They're exactly the sort we need. They fought this kind of war before.
So far they're doing small raids and ambushes as the men are training to be better soldiers.
Love of God, these men were about to surrender!
British men of war gave no such quarter when it fired on a ship carrying my wife and daughters.
You have my sympathy, but my order stands.
Damn your sympathy. Who are you to give such an order? I know what you and your men did to my countrymen at Fort Wilderness.
Oh.
It's the personal correspondence of Lord Cornwallis.
Oh, they've struck gold!
If we win this war, a lot of things will change.
Oh.
What will change?
It'll take another 100 or so years.
A world where all men are created equal under God.
Lord Cornwallis knows more about warfare than we could hope to learn in a dozen lifetimes.
Yep, that's true.
Colonel, if you can't protect our supply lines against militia, how do you intend doing so against the colonial regulars or the French when they arrive?
The beast took your dogs as well.
Yeah.
Is there no decency?
Is there no decency as they murder women and children? What a fantastic explosion!
Fireworks!
They think it's fireworks!
Oh, I think bundling bags are a wonderful tradition.
Bundling bags? I'm not familiar with it. Oh, I think I get it. It's to make sure that they don't do stuff in the middle of the night, but they can still spend time with each other. Oh man, that's cute.
I sew better than my mother did.
All bound slaves who give minimum 1 year service in the Continental Army will be granted freedom.
Only another 6 months.
Wow.
What in the hell are you gonna do with freedom?
None of your damn business.
I made this for you.
Gabriel. Sure reminds me a lot of you.
No. He's more like his mother.
Mr. Howard can hear perfectly, by the way. He's not here using his aid when speaking to Benjamin.
5 twos!
Oh no! It's a trap! A reverse ambush! I did not expect to see this.
22 are dead.
22.
18 wounded. 20 are missing.
I'm through. Trust me soon. My countrymen will arrive. The French army
The
is...
hell with you.
Wherever you go, men buy you drinks because of what happened to Fort Wilderness. Strangers know more about you than I do.
They killed all the settlers. Men with the women and some of the children. We caught up with them at Fort Wilderness. We took our time. We cut them apart. Slowly. Piece by piece.
Dude.
I could see their faces.
The way he's telling the story, so calm.
I could still hear their screams.
Just increases the fear factor.
All but 2, we let them live. Soon after the Cherokee broke their treaty with the French.
Ah, that's how it relates to the French.
Not a day goes by where I don't ask God's forgiveness for what I did.
Yeah. I can see that haunting your dreams for the rest of your life.
The British got 18 of our men at Fort Caroline.
Looks like we're about to go on another rescue mission for these 18 men. I hope so. Oh, look, a well-made chair. I love how's admiring it. That's good character building, by the way.
Come, boys, come. Come. Officers in the field must not be accorded inappropriate levels of hostile attention.
To your mind, what are appropriate levels of hostile attention? And as long as your soldiers attack civilians, I will order the shooting of officers at the outset of every engagement.
Now, let us move on to
prisoner exchange.
Oh, they actually have some redcoats as hostages.
Their names and ranks?
They refuse to give me their names.
You know, this is not the conduct of a gentleman.
If the conduct of your officers is the measure of a gentleman, I'll take that as the
Ouch! Another excellent burn.
General, what is this? Prisoner exchange. He has 18 of our officers. Who is he? I recognize him.
I remember you from that farm, that stupid little boy.
Dude, no.
Before this war's over, I'm going to kill you.
Still keeping his composure, Benjamin.
Why wait?
Dude, I hate this butcher character, and I also hate how one-dimensional he is. Dude, they were scarecrows! What a misdirection! They're probably using the same uniforms they used to blow up that boat.
What do you know about him?
Hell, everything. I could tell you the size of his boot.
Does he have family?
Going directly for his children. Oh, no, 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 no. Run, kids. Dude, the butcher himself is here.
There's no one in the house, sir.
We can't be far.
Kid, you better have moved from under the table. This is quite intense. Oh, wow. I'm a big fan of real pyrotechnics, and I can tell that this is a real fire.
How is he?
I don't know, I'm your son.
Where is Father?
Oh! Susan spoke.
He'll come and see you as soon as he can.
I don't care. I hate him.
She's a kid.
And I hope he never comes back.
You know, it's not much, but you can stay here with me.
She spoke. Susan talked to you? What did she say?
That she loves you.
My lord, she said that.
Cavington has a list of our men. He's burning our homes, killing whomever resists.
Oh no. Oh man, that's his wife and child. Oh man, okay. I don't like that.
1 week furlough for all men. Any man who does not return will not be thought a coward or uncommitted.
Such a tragedy.
My God, they're huge. What have you been feeding?
They're from good stock on their father's side.
Oh, Susan.
Susan?
A woman can have a strange effect on a man.
Yeah, that's true.
You once said, when I had a family of my own, that I'd understand. You were right.
You're trying to tell me something.
He intends to marry that girl. Oh, and there she is! Oh man, the chemistry between Gibson and Ledger. Very, very good.
Will you love, comfort, and honor her
There's
for so long?
definitely something going on between them.
I have something for you. It belonged to Gabriel's mother.
I'm not my sister.
What does that mean? Come on, man, take a hint. Yeah, I get it. It's okay. I get it.
Goodbye.
Ah, poor kid.
All right.
Oh, oh my heart.
Father, don't say anything.
Yeah, probably the most emotional scene in the entire movie.
I promise, Papa, please don't
Susan,
go.
I promise.
This child actress is doing a fantastic job too. Oh.
You know, you make me very happy.
Oh man, nobody's back. It's just the three of them.
4 would have been better.
I mean, 4 is better than 3. More of them. This is a classic example of Emmerich trying to dramatize stuff even further.
I got another 2 months to go before I get to 12 months.
Oh man, Wilkins is here. This is not good news.
This man gives Martin and his men supplies.
Quiet.
He brings them to Black Swamp.
He's a liar!
You damn
in the marsh
fool.
by the old Spanish mission.
Oh no, he actually gave it away. No way. They're actually going to burn the church? This is so messed up, man. I'm at a loss for words right now. I do not know what to say. Some scenes in this movie, they're extremely dark.
They're not here.
I don't think it's really hit you yet, Gabriel. Oh, Benjamin knows what really happened. Oh, it's that North Star pendant.
Gabriel's gone.
Dude, that's not a smart move, Gabriel. Oh man, the Reverend's dead. Oh, dude, he got him! So the Butcher isn't the main antagonist? Is it Cornwallis? Fudge!
I'm sorry. Be quiet. I'll take care of you. You're going to be all right.
Mel Gibson can really play grief so well. It's hard to watch. This is the best directed Emmerich film I've seen so far. I mean, how can he go from this to something like Moonfall?
We have a chance. Green and Dan Morgan are down from Virginia.
Don't tell me he's giving up. What a beautiful shot during sunset. Oh, is that the flag Gabriel found and was working on? I think so. Yeah, he was patching it up. His son ended up inspiring him. His son's resolve. And we have that classical patriotic music from John Williams. Everything from the production standpoint, including the music, has been top-notch.
If I die, I will die well dressed.
That's very French of you. I think we're approaching the final battle of the movie.
Will you give this to my children?
He doesn't expect to return from this battle.
You're a free man.
I'm here now on my own accord.
Damn, that's strong.
I'm honored to have you with us.
How old were your daughters?
Yolette was 12 and Pauline 10.
The drums of war in the background, it's really setting the tone for the battle. What a stupid way to conduct a battle. What a waste of life.
Prepare to charge!
Sir, we haven't been given
Oh no!
Charge!
Oh, what a stupid move.
Bandit charge. We'll see who takes the glory
Oh
from this
no!
field.
I can see them retreating, but I am 100% sure it's a trap. Nice. Oh man, the battle scene here is amazing. I mean, the actual killing is awful, but the filmmaking, I mean. But if I remember my history correctly, Cornwallis doesn't die in this battle because he gets sent to India later in his career. Oh man, we're going to have a face-off, finally! At least the butcher is not a coward or anything, right? Wow, what a beautiful shot.
Kill me before the war is over, will you?
Oh!
My sons were better men.
That was a powerful scene. Another powerful scene, I mean. Bye-bye! How Cornwallis. Sound the retreat. You get sent directly to India, man, and then you're gonna torture people there too.
Tell the children, and especially Susan, that I will keep my promise, as I will be returning to you all.
She gave birth to a son 3 weeks ago.
What'd you name him?
Benjamin? Gabriel?
We named him Gabriel.
Gabriel. Oh. Are they rebuilding his house? I think so.
Gabriel said if we won the war, we could build a whole new world. Just figured we'd get started right here.
Oh man, that was really a really entertaining film. There's a lot to love here. It does have its issues, which we're going to talk about, but holy crap, I did have a great time with this one. Thank you. Thank you for the recommendation, guys. Okay, I took some time in collecting my thoughts. First off, that was a really good movie. At the heart of it, I think it's about a man trying to live his life in peace until his son gets killed, and that drives him to seek revenge, which also had the positive side effect of fighting for the national cause. Ronald Emmerich's direction here was so much better than his usual stuff that it is quite noticeable. How can a director go from a film like this to something like Moonfall? That's probably a question for the ages, but for now, I really enjoyed the overall story, the insanely good score by John Williams, everything from the production end and the performances, whereas the main weakness was probably some of the character work. What I mean by that is the fact that outside our main characters, very little love was given to the secondary characters to make them feel like real humans. The most noticeable aspect of this was the depiction of the British within the film, who were shown to be very one-dimensional, just straight up bad guys. It's an issue I have with quite a few Emmerich movies. Another thing was probably the historical inaccuracies in the movie. I mean, I know it's fiction and I can't speak too much about it, but it did feel very sensationalized, if that makes any sense. Let's start with the directing by Ronald Emmerich and the script by Robert Rodat. The filmmakers, I think they took quite some time in setting up the story and introducing us to the main characters in the movie. We got to learn about Benjamin, his sons, how he was widowed, his background in the military, and the fact that he was not anti-independence but anti-war, which is a very important distinction. Everything changes for him when one of his sons, Thomas, gets killed by Davington, a British officer, for trying to rescue his older brother Gabriel, who joined the war effort and he was being accused as a spy. From that point on, Benjamin, he's in. He literally goes on a killing spree, an ambush to at least rescue Gabriel, and joins the war effort, which he earlier opposed to at a meeting. And he also seeks revenge against Davington. I keep forgetting the butcher's real name. I don't think this film followed a very rigid 3-act structure because a lot happens, and the film was almost 3 hours long. The good thing about the length of the movie was the fact that we got to explore Benjamin and his family, but on the flip side, I don't think much consideration was given to the Redcoats, the British. They were shown to be very single-minded, for lack of a better word. I mean, there is one scene where Lord Cornwallis reprimands Davington for his savagery, but quickly changes his mind when he was humiliated by Benjamin in an excellent scene where there's a prisoner exchange and they realized that they were only scarecrows. Good stuff. I think exploring the British side of the story would have made this a better film, given the characters more depth than just, one-dimensional kill the Americans. But I digress. I thought Emmerich did a fantastic job with the more emotional moments in the movie. Some of them almost brought me to tears, which I did not expect when I started watching a Ronald Emmerich movie. The scene where Susan finally speaks and asks her father to stay was particularly moving. Or the scene in the church where everybody was just burning. Or the scene where Gabriel dies in his father's arms and you could see the pain of a man who just lost his pride and joy, his eldest son. That was particularly painful. Speaking of performances, I have to admit Mel Gibson delivered an excellent performance as the grieving father and also a military commander. He really knows how to play grief well, and he's done that in several films in his career. Heath Ledger was also very good in his role as Gabriel. I thought his character was very well fleshed out. I mean, we saw him join the war, fall in love, get married, lose his life, and try to take revenge. Good stuff. The other performances were also very commendable, especially the kids. But the second best performance in the entire movie was by the actor playing Davington, the butcher. Although I had problems with his character work, I cannot fault the actor's performance here. Jason Isaacs really stole the show and made me hate him quite a bit. Everything from his air of arrogance, his superiority complex, and finally his stupidity in charging at the end was very well portrayed by the actor. I realized after finishing the movie that he was played Draco Malfoy's father in the Harry Potter franchise. That dude made a career playing very unlikable men, and I kind of respect that on some level. The ending of the movie was also very satisfying, even though I assume a lot of creative liberties were taken by the director. This is fiction after all, and Emmerich wanted to tell a specific story of a patriot. Although his direction was very good here, more character work would have definitely improved the movie, at least in my opinion. The score by John Williams was so memorable. It was so good. I don't know how to put it. It really suited the movie perfectly. It did have a sense of American patriotism about it, and I have to commend Emmerich for using it excellently, especially when a legend composes the score for you and you use it well. That's excellent collaboration. The sound design was just as good, with the sounds of war, the battle, and the beating of the drums as the armies faced off at the end. That created a compelling atmosphere for the final scene. Moving on to the production end, which was probably my favorite aspect of the film, the most impressive in my opinion. Everything from the location scouting to the gorgeously decorated sets to the costumes, the props like the guns, swords, and tomahawk, they were made with a lot of care and detail. The budget for this film must have been huge since there were so many extras, and I could tell that most of it wasn't CGI. There were some, but I really appreciated the fact that Emmerich kept the CGI use to a minimum. I can't say that about his latest film, Moonfall. The fact that he didn't use CGI so much, that in itself gave the movie a very authentic look, and almost everything felt practically done. So excellent job in the production end. As I have spoken about my main criticisms already, overall The Patriot was Ronald Emmerich's best directed film, easily. I had an excellent time with it, and although I felt like the movie was a little too ideological at times, and it had issues with some of the characters and how they felt one-dimensional, especially the British, I have to admit the movie held my full attention the entire time, almost 3 hours. The story was compelling enough, especially the emotional moments. The performances were excellent, and the score from John Williams was a highlight, and everything from the production end was top-notch. This is an easy recommendation from me. I believe most people will have a really good time with this movie. Anyways, thank you for watching. I have a Patriot page. Considering a Patreon, subscribe to the channel. Click that bell icon for instant notifications. Do check out my other videos. Like, if you like this video, feel free to dislike it if you didn't. I will see you in the next one. Bye.